Welcome to Harmony and Improvisation with Doub Pearce, a podcast dedicated to helping musicians of all levels to play better music. We are wrapping up our study of diatonic harmony. What's next? Blues, harmonic minor, jazz? You'll have to stick around and see. Visit us at harmonyimprov.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform. Partner with us at patreon.com/harmonyimprov. Welcome once again to Harmony and Improvisation. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome back. Okay, so I lied on the last. The last podcast was not a rap for diatonic harmony and modes and four-note chords and triads within that are implied by a major note set. I had already decided to do an Aural test, but I forgot to do it. So here I am this morning, and I'm going to do it. And the wind is blowing in Southern California. Man, oh man, it is just, you're going to hear it, and you're going to hear chickens, I think. Anyway, I'm recording my guitar a little bit differently today. I'm using my amp and just one microphone for my voice and the guitar. So I hope it comes through okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off very simple, let you warm up on some triads. And of course, you know the triad types that we did were major, minor, diminished, and augmented. I'm going to play those triads. For the chord type, I don't care that unless you have perfect pitch and you want to say what the exact chord is, or the exact triad that I'm playing is, that's great. I mean, a lot of us are jealous of that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the triads of a given chord in multiple voicings. For instance, if I did, and that was G major or a major triad, I'll play it, which you will recognize is starting on the third. So that's a first inversion G major triad, and then which is a second inversion G major triad. So I'll play those in multiple voicings or multiple note stacks. Then we'll warm up with some triads. Then we'll go straight to four-note chords, and those four-note chords will be major 7, minor 7, minor 7 flat 5, or dominant 7. And so all I want you to do is tell me the value of the chord. And you'll know when they're four-note chords because I'll be playing them that way. And I may play those not in all four stacks, but in a couple of different voicings or note stacks. Then I'm going to play a chord value. And what I want you to do is, no matter what I play with that chord value, I want you to tell me what modal sound that is. These will all be ones you've already done. And so I'm just trying to gear your ears in, okay? This is all about ears, telling me the value of the triad, the value of the four-note chord, and the value of the modal sound that I play. Let's get into it. Start with some triads. Ready? We'll just do a few of these just to warm you up. Major, minor, diminished, or augmented. Triad. Major, minor, diminished, or augmented. 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 All right, enough of that. So now let's go move straight to 4-note chords. I mean, it's going to be major 7, minor 7 flat 5, or dominant 7. So you'll hear those 4 chord types, and you tell me what they are. And I won't say major 7, minor 7 flat 5, or dominant 7. I'll just play a chord in a couple of stacks, and then I'll move on. Number 1. Two. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Can't quite reach that. Number 9. Whoops, where was I? was I 9, 8 or 9? Number 10. This will be the last one. Now I'm going to assume that you got all those. Because those 4 chord types are very, very, I mean, if I played them correctly, they're very different sounding, so those should be pretty easy for you to figure out. If you couldn't, grab an instrument or with your voice or sit by a piano and go through them and give yourself the answers. You'll hear them. They're completely unique sounding, and they'll give you, you'll figure it out. Now, on the next part of this, I'm going to play modal sounds for you. So it'll be a chordal context, and then the chordal context, for instance, for major 7 could be C major 7 as an example. And so that C major 7 could be C major 7 Ionian, which would be determined by the scale that I play along with it, or C major 7 Lydian, which would have a sharp 11 sound in it, and I would play that modal sound. So when you hear the chord, don't immediately make up your mind as to what the, except for in the case of minor 7 flat 5 or dominant, which there's only one version of it. I will play that version. And I'll play one chord stack and then the modal scalar sound. I think I'll give you what I'm playing. I think I'll give you the answer to this at the end. Although you could sit by a piano and go through this yourself too and figure it out. But I'll give you the answer as I go through them. You ready? Here we go. This is the last section of the ear training test for diatonic major. Okay? Okay, here's the first chord. That is a G, in this case, G major 7 chord, accompanied by the note set that is part of a D major scale, which aligns that with a G major 7 sharp 11, or G Lydian sound. Okay? Number 2. Okay, a little bit of a trick answer on this one. It's the same exact set of notes, D major, over an A7 chord as the first example that I gave you, which makes that A7 A7 Mixolydian, determined by the same D major parent scale as the first example, which was G Lydian. Okay, here's another one. that one is E minor 7, accompanied by a G major note set, which makes that mode E minor Aeolian. Okay, next. Okay, that one is A minor, accompanied by the same note set that I did in the prior one, which is G major, so that A minor is Dorian. Okay, let's do another one. That is a G7 chord accompanied by a C major note set, which makes that G7 G mixolydian, obviously. All right. Next. Okay, that is a B minor 7 flat 5, accompanied by that same C major note set. Which means that B minor 7 flat 5 is Locrian with a C major parent scale. Okay? Let's do just one more. Just one more. All right, so that one is a B flat major 7 chord accompanied by an F major parent scale, which makes that B flat the 4 of F major, thusly Lydian. And that voicing is 7, root, sharp 11, 5, and there's the 3. All right, enough of that. That's just a test to get you to, it's really maybe less of a test than it is a kind of a way for you to set a standard for yourself and kind of figure out where you are in the study of major note sets. It'll give you an idea of how expansive your ears can be trained just by 7 notes. Really amazing. When we go to melodic minor, for instance, the thing that's amazing about melodic minor, it's only 1 note different than major. The third is flatted and all the other notes are the same. So C melodic minor would be, take major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. It's C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B. And when you change that 1 note, just that 1 note in a note set, all of the harmony shifts and becomes very, very different. So we're going to do that eventually someday, but like I said in the last one, we're going to go do a few one-offs. We're going to do some notes of interest and maybe touch on a little of 12-bar blues and maybe a little bit of how a jazz blues is different. Maybe some thoughts on how to approach dominant 7 chords in the blues, or in any kind of music, but in the blues in particular. I hope you come back, and I hope this has been beneficial.